What up? We're about to make a sausage, potato, and I sprinkled a little bit of chicken in the skillet. Okay, so let's get into it. So first, of course, I washed them dirty potatoes because we don't like dirty potatoes, even though I'm not using the skin anyway this time because I'm going to be peeling these. Okay, so as you see here, that's what I'm doing. We're going to peel them, and as you peel them, put them in that cold water, because just have some cold water on standby so they can remain fresh and turn brown while you doing the rest of them. Okay, so then this is how we're going to cut them. This is how I'm going to cut all of them. Okay, because I want them all to be able to fit in the pot, even though they will, but I just want them, I like mine cut a certain way. So this is it for me. This is my favorite. This is my go-to for when I'm trying to make any type of potato skillet or frying potatoes sometimes too. You never know. Just, this is my favorite though. So here we go with the seasoning. Seasoned salt. I use some Italian seasoning, like a lot, because you will have to take, because I always say, taste as you go. Okay, because you're probably gonna be reusing these too. Minced garlic, Creole seasoning mixed with red pepper flakes. I just kind of did that myself. And some onion powder. No, and black pepper too. Okay. Onion powder and black pepper, the last one I'm gonna use. Then I put a little half stick of butter in there, and we're gonna go ahead and just let it become one. Okay, we're gonna let the butter get in there with the potatoes and get them softening up. And we're gonna be covering these too, so they can, keep that moisture and kind of steam out. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and add red pepper and onion. I use only one of each. And I will, mix that up. And I did cover this and let this sit for a minute just so I could focus on the smoked sausage for a little bit, and just so this can become one also. So here I cut them up kind of similar to how I cut the potatoes, if you're wondering about that. And actually it's almost exactly how I cut the potatoes. So I brown these to my liking. I like mine's pretty brown. And this is how they was looking when I let them cook for a little bit. You might have to do a little scrapey scrape because, since it's, got the butter in there, it tends to stick to the bottom, okay? Unless you just got a perfect pot that don't stick or nothing. I had minor stickage, none major. And I did say stickage. I just made that up too. So anyway, yeah, we just stirring it up. This is the time we just checking on it because the potato is going to take the longest, of course, because they always do. That's why you kind of cook those first, and then you can kind of like toward the end, or when you think they almost done, you can cook the smoked sausage. But I got it out the way. And like I said, this is the moment where I'm tasting as I go also. Just make sure you don't need to add no seasoning, because that butter did help the seasoning get on the potatoes more too. But make sure you're tasting them. Make sure they tender. Make sure you put the spoon through some of them. Make sure they tender and they snapping, because when they tender, you'll be able to break them with ease. If they're not tender, they're going to be kind of a little tougher to break. You see, this one was giving me issues, but that let me know it wasn't done yet. So, I just let it cook to the maximum that it could cook, because I like my potatoes tender. I don't want no super crunchy potatoes. Okay, not for this. Just because I'm adding meats and all type of stuff. So once they were tender, like I like, added in that smoked sausage. And at this point is when I added a little bit of leftover chicken I had. It was from my leftover sneaky heat chicken tenders. I just had like one left, like 2 or 3 left. Just chop that up and I put that in there too. That's optional, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just going to do smoked sausage, but I don't like wasting food in this house. So I went ahead and chopped that chicken up and added that too. And it was even more good with that. So don't worry about it. It's going to work out. But like I said, that's optional. You do not have to add chicken. That was on me. So I'll let this cover so that all could become one. And look at that. They all done met and mingled, and they looking like a family. Everything, all the juices and seasonings and go ahead and make this skillet, y'all. It was so good. Super easy if you're on the go. Okay? I love quick on the go meals. This will get you right. Okay?